This video might be a little controversial, and I expect some of you to disagree with me, but let me know in the comments, because this is a video that I wanted to record that probably won't go viral, probably won't get too many eyeballs, but I want to talk about why, sadly, rugby is getting a lot less players, in my opinion, nowadays. Now, I would need to confirm this with the statistics, but when you look at rugby 30 years ago, even 20 years ago, do you remember seeing how rugby was played back then? Literally, people could die on the pitch. High tackles were just a sort of an everyday occurrence, really. You know, people would really go and smash their bodies, and the rule of law wasn't really a thing. You know, you just had to stop the player one way or another. If that meant grabbing him by the neck, that was completely fine. Nowadays, rugby has become maybe a little bit softer. You know, you see stupid things like Mostert getting red carded against Italy, was it, on that tackle on Garbisi. Now, I'm not a Springbok, by the way. I'm French and English, just so you know. I'm not taking part. I'm not advantaging a specific country or whatever. I just think that that was utter BS. And you can't get away with much in rugby nowadays. A dominant tackle near the chest will be sort of yellow card threshold most of the time. It's just crazy. You see that rugby nowadays is still a violent sport. It's still a contact sport, and a lot of young men aren't playing rugby, I believe, because they are turning soft. This is not a pro-masculinity video. It's just a video to talk about, in some regards, why people aren't playing rugby as much as they used to. Now, you could argue that more and more people are playing rugby, but you see less dominant figures in rugby. You see less people wanting to just try it out also, because people are scared. Young men are scared of playing rugby. And is that the decline of society in general? Is that the decline of sort of strong men in society? Some countries, people are too afraid to just get involved in a tackle. I think it's quite a sad thing, because the reason we like rugby is that we like physical contact. We like a men's sport where you can get injured, where you are risking your body, but you're doing it for the benefit of your team, for your club, for your nation. And the privilege of playing rugby with 14 other people on your side, or 22, is unmatched. And I wish more people will understand that there's not a better feeling in life than going to war with your buddies against another club, against another team, against another nation, and defending the jersey, defending the country. And going out there, going out for war. And, oh, we have a guest. Let me introduce you to the guest. Hello, dog. That's a quick break. And yeah, look, this is kind of a short video to talk about the fact that I think that this society that is maybe getting, what's the word? Wokeism is killing rugby, right? People are too afraid of playing rugby. And let me know what you think. I mean, as I said, this is a kind of a short video, and it might be controversial, but in France anyway, rugby is not number one. Most people want to play football. Most people want to play football because they associate it to, obviously it's the biggest sport in the world, and there's no violence in the sport, and there is in rugby, right? Rugby is a violent sport, and I immediately bond with people who play rugby because I respect them. I know that the guy who plays rugby, even especially like, a number 9 that's tiny, that still goes out there week after week, makes brave tackles, accepts that he's going to have to tackle a prop steaming at him here and there. I respect that. I think it's brilliant. I think more people should play rugby. And I'd like to hear your thoughts. All right, this was just a short video. Do you think that rugby is no longer a sport that most young men want to play because it's dangerous? Do you think that young men are scared? Or do you think that the reason why more people aren't playing rugby is completely different from that? Now, we can talk about rugby in South Africa and France especially being two places where rugby is on the rise, 100%, because people are playing rugby. The youth is ready to play rugby. People are playing rugby because it's a way out. It's a way to make a living in poor areas of France, and maybe poor areas of South Africa. Even in richer neighborhoods, people want to play rugby because it means so much. And that's the case in South Africa, it's the case in France. It's probably still the case in some areas of New Zealand, some areas of Ireland, England, but not as much as in South Africa and in France. I think I should just cut this video short and let you guys talk to me in the comments, because, yeah, I just wanted to kind of make a point here. And understand if the future of rugby is in danger, because most men will slowly step away from rugby because it's too dangerous. Or is the future of rugby preserved? Are we going to see in 10 years' time more and more nations develop their rugby systems? Are we going to see competitive games down the line? Is it a possibility that in 20 years, nations such as Germany, the Netherlands, Poland in Europe, the Czech Republic, those nations, are they going to be able to compete? The USA, Zimbabwe, Namibia, all those countries Romania, that used to be good, are they going to be able to come back and play rugby at a high level? Or is rugby doomed to only be fought between the Boks, France, the All Blacks, and maybe a bit of Ireland and England? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.